In this video, I'm going to try and take you through the basics of how best to prepare your Meglio Kinesiology tape. This will help it stay on for longer, it'll help you get the most from the tape, and it will help you apply it with slightly greater ease, therefore waste slightly less tape as well. Firstly, the tape itself. You want to cut the tape into the appropriate length for the area of the body that you're going to be using it. When you're doing this, you want to take into account how much stretch you're going to apply to the tape. If we're looking for an entire forearm, you're probably going to be looking at least half the length of the arm will be the amount of tape you want. You're going to have 1 inch at each end of the tape, which will be the anchor under no load, but the middle portion of the tape will be stretched to 25% longer than it started. So if you cut the tape to the length of the arm that you're doing, without taking into account the stretch, the tape will be too long. Once you have the tape measured out, what we want to look at doing is rounding off the edges of the tape. Take a nice sharp pair of scissors, starting from one edge of the tape, cut a smooth corner. Try and do it as smoothly as you can. We don't want to fray the tape or cause any loose ends in this process. Once you've got this first cut of the tape made, for the second bit you can take the tape to the length that you like, double it back on itself, and cut it together. Careful not to fray the tape or cause any loose ends, rounding off both edges. This will mean the tape is far less likely to stick to items of clothing and be pulled off early. You will now have one piece of tape with smooth edges on both ends. When applying the tape, there's a simple process to ripping the tape. You gently pull, tearing the backing as you go. The anchors are best to be about 1 inch long or about the length of the distal part of your thumb. Tear an anchor at both ends like so, and then in order to pull it, stretch the tape slightly, roll it back on itself, and you'll find that you won't have to touch the sticky surface of the tape at all, and you can remove the backing straight onto the area of skin you're applying. So that process again on this end is a gentle stretch of the tape, release the tension, and both edges will come up nice and easy for you to grab. Once the tape is applied correctly, 2 vital processes follow. Rub the edges of the tape to create friction and to heat the glue so that it starts to stick to the body. Then for the next 30 minutes, you want to be as careful as you can to not rub the edges of the tape. Careful putting any clothing on and off, as if you loosen the edges of the tape in that first 30 minutes, the glue hasn't had a chance to set and it will more than likely come off. For more Meglio tutorials, exercises and products, visit mymeglio.com.